From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Andrew Adams.
February, we had across Oklahoma 12 tornadoes, completely shattered the old monthly record of 6 tornadoes set twice, 75 and in 2009. We average just about 1 tornado every February. Again, 12 this February. That was all in one day. That was all on Sunday. Good news. Nothing severe on the 9-day, and definitely not this weekend. We're going to see a lot of sunshine. There is a fire concern out to the northwest tomorrow, something to keep in mind. But our next system, it's still spinning way out in the Pacific Northwest, off the Pacific Northwest coast. There's the main upper level system, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get here. It'll shave off these little smaller waves as we go through the beginning of the week, but that doesn't bring us anything. It's once we get to Tuesday and beyond that we'll see better chances for some precip here across Oklahoma. We'll have a few days of some wetter weather, rain and thunder possible, but we don't have the instability for that severe weather. At least it certainly doesn't look like it at this point. So some nice rain events here for Oklahoma on tap for next week, and models kind of bouncing back and forth on how far south they want to bring that Arctic air. Are we going to be super cold? That will be seen as we go through the next few days. I do think there's a very good chance for us to be well below average, though, as we get these systems to continue to swing through. We've got the warm weekend where we get into the 70s tomorrow and Monday. And then look at that, 50s and then eventually 40s for highs, some 20s for lows as we go into next weekend. That puts us well below our average. Average for us would be right between these orange and blue lines here. So as we go through next week, we're going to see a colder than average spell return to Oklahoma. Not this weekend, though. Again, it's going to be beautiful. We got a lot of sunshine on our American Fidelity camera on our Lucky Star Skycam network. 50 out at Will Rogers. That was an hour ago. Look at the metro now. 55 El Reno through Minco, 58 in Chickasha, 54 in Norman. It is beautiful out there. 50s are really taking over. Those 40s out to the northwest are starting to evaporate. They're going to do that over the next hour despite that north wind they have there. There's a little weak low that's formed over Oklahoma. That's not going to bring us any rain or anything. It's just dictating our wind directions. Many of us, a south wind 9 to 20 miles per hour up to the northwest, a north breeze 20 to 30 miles per hour right now. Wind chills, this map has been getting smaller and smaller in terms of numbers of wind chills popping up, so that's great. By this afternoon, 60, 67 Oklahoma City, some low 60s to the northwest, 61 in Woodward, 62 in Alva, pushing 70 down along the Red River. So those 70s start to creep into the state today. Overnight, stays very mild. Most of us fall into the 40s, some 50s to the southeast. Maybe a couple 30s up to the northwest, but overall no one especially cold, and those south winds really ramp up tomorrow, 20 to 35 miles per hour. 76 here in Oklahoma City for a high tomorrow, as well as Ponca City. A couple areas to the northwest and southwest tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw 80 on the board. With the higher winds, with the warmer weather, and the dry air that we're going to have in place from Roger Mills County to the north and areas in the Panhandle, extreme fire risk for tomorrow afternoon into western Oklahoma. Still a higher fire risk. By the time you get to the I-35 corridor, bump that down a little bit, and then much lower for eastern Oklahoma. They've seen more rain, and it'll be much more humid comparatively out there. Still in the 70s by Monday, despite a weak little front that passes through. It'll usher in a north wind. We're still plenty warm, though. A little bit cooler to the north Monday afternoon, mid-60s. On tap there. So 3 really comfortable afternoons ahead before the pattern takes that shift. Tuesday all the way through Friday and into Saturday, we'll see those rain chances hang around and start to chill things down by the time we spring forward next Sunday. That's all we got for now. News 9 is going to be right back after this break.